Murder, gentlemen, is always unfortunate and never easy to deal with. However, my keen investigative skills have solved your case. Gentlemen, let us review the suspects. Starting with you, Cinnamon Beasley, the Jello maker. Or could it perhaps be Willow Tabasco Cornblower? Or it could be a more obvious choice, Europedia. Or last but not least, Killer McStabbingface. Now let's review the case. The murdered party, namely Mr. Grazioli, was sitting here, playing a spirited game of Scrabble, when suddenly, the murderer drove in through this hallway, honking wildly. After motoring about the house for nearly half an hour, he stopped on a dime! Unfortunately, that dime was in Mr. Grazioli's pocket. Pocket! This evidence has led me to deduce that the murderer is none other than you, Cinnamon Beasley, Jello maker.
What?
Well, there you go. Your murderer. There he is. Well, there you go. Huh?
All right.
Good day, Mr. Pelican. Mr. Peabody. Good day, sir. What brings you here?
It never rains, it pours. Okay. For a rematch, Mr. Pelican.
Oh, blast. But why? You beat me every time. And besides that, I took my medication this morning. So how did you even get in here?
Just one match, Mr. Pelican. I insist.
It's me.
Ah, yes. Come in, dear.
Who are you talking to?
Dear Penelope, why do you interrupt me? You know I reserved this hour for my studies.
You weren't playing chess with Mr. Peabody again, were you?
No, of course not.
Well, anyway, I brought the mail in for you to read.
Well, next time have the consideration to knock.
But I did knock.
Yes, well, that's a start. Perhaps next time you should knock louder.
What about the mail?
Save it for later, at which time I'd be happy to peruse it as I please.
But this one's from a Mr. Van Cleven van Hovendusel. It's marked urgent.
Did you say Van Cleven van Havendusel?
Van Cleven van Hovendusel?
The Mr. Van Havendusel?
Yes, a Mr. Van Hovendusel.
Good Lord, give me that! I've deduced that there must be some sort of urgency. Why else would he contact me? I am, after all, a very busy man. Dear Mr. Pelican, a time of darkness has befallen our town. In the past month, there have been 4 homicides, all seemingly committed by a single suspect. Though our own investigators have been investigating the crimes using the latest investigatory techniques. They have failed in terms of investigation, as far as investigating goes, to provide any investigational solutions. We believe there may be paranormal circumstances involved. We beg you, Mr. Pelican, please come to Hughson and help us get to the bottom of this. We are counting on you. Signed, Van Cleven van Havendusel. P.S. Try our fabulous French fries.
My, how strange. Doesn't that seem strange? But I can remember when I was a little girl and...
Indeed! It does seem strange, Penelope. However, it seems like nothing more than the exploits of a madman. But this town of superstitious ignoramuses seems to need my help. How far away is this Hughson, anyway?
Not very far. It is the town we live in, after all.
Very well then. Like my best mittens. Tally-ho! I have a caper to solve. Van Cleven van Havendusel, I presume.
And who might you be?
My name, sir, is Jeremiah Pelican, paranormal debunkative investigator. This morning, my wife, Penelope Pineapple Pelican, presented me with a letter summoning me to investigate murder in Hughson.
Ah, yes. Thank God you've come. Our town is suffering under a dark cloud of evil darkness. And the cloud is so dark that it makes even the light turn to darkness. In fact, when you turn on a flashlight, it shines dark. We need your help desperately, Mr. Pelican.
Indeed. That's why I'm here, Mr. van Havendusel.
It's Van Havendusel!
That's what I said.
Please, gentlemen, excuse me, but you're wasting valuable time. For the sake of the children, please, let us continue.
Oh yes, of course. We are joined by Mr. Smorganbrook, Hughson's best spokesman.
Hello.
And Europadia.
Well, let's get down to business, shall we? 4 homicides. All committed within the last month. The first, the Fluven Billy Piper brothers. Both of them found exsanguinated. And the next, Cornelius Pompigary, the notorious Billy Goat rancher, also found exsanguinated. And finally, the most mysterious case. Rebsy McDavenport, liquefied and placed in a bucket. His ability to speak and carry on a conversation somehow remaining intact.
Huh? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Not to worry. I believe that your murderer is right there! Beyond that window, right here, in this very town.
I've got a story or two I could tell you about that murderer.
Really? Can you tell us, sir?
Sorry. Too scary. Nice try, boys. Tell your boss I'll send him the bill.
Well,
I don't... Hello? What? There's been another murder.
I've found the body.
It's your Padilla.
Indeed. The murderer has taken another victim. Well, I suppose I should examine the body. I can do it.
El Chupacabra!
Chupacabra?